Hey, Star family. How are we doing? Thanks for joining me today. We're back to our 90-day fiance schedule. Mother had to move some stuff around because summer is coming. I keep on saying I'm going to be out in them streets and everything because the summer is starting, but Lord knows. I'm still like, when I go out, I'm still kind of weirded out. Just because I don't know. We've been in for so long and a lot of people are not taking this pandemic seriously. So I don't know if I'm going to be in them streets just yet. Maybe 2023. We will see. Anyway, you know what I'm doing? My Tony Moly. Y'all know what it is. Hey, Katie. Hey, Graciela. Hey, Jutley. Hey, Connie. Hey, Blake. Hey, Black Lavender. What's something to say? How are we doing, family? How are we doing? Hey, Fraud Emission. So glad you're here, sis. So glad you're here. Y'all know what it is. I got to make sure my notes have transferred over. I'm going to upgrade. I'm just going to do it. It's just becoming such a nuisance at this point. So I'm just going to upgrade. You got me. Apple. I'm going to upgrade. How's your Sunday, guys? Hey, LaTanya. Hey, C. Cruz. What's up, Coos Girly? And I did, Coos Girly, I have something for you. Look for it after today's live. Hey, Greta. What's up, Mary? Hey, PPG. PPG said, I'm here for a live finally. Hi, Nikki. Hi, family. Hi. Hey. Hey, Brenda. Thank you. What's up, Ordered Steps? Hey, Simply Simone. Oh, let's send some prayers up, guys. Simply Simone, it's finals week for her. Let's send up some prayers. I remember those days, and I don't miss those days, girl. Hey, Kelly, what's up? My good friend Kelly is in the building. Hey, Kelly. Hey, C. Cruz. Hey, Makeup Addict. So glad you guys are here. While you're coming into the room, I'm going to check and see if my notes have transferred over. If they have, we are going to get started. Let me see. They're not transferring over. Oh, there they are. There goes my notes. All right. Moving forward, guys, unless we have a lot going on in one episode, I'm going to make my reviews topical unless like the whole show is just very interesting, because today with days like today with like this episode, there wasn't a lot going on with every couple. There were certain couples who were the stars of the episode that had the most going on. Like basically this episode was a bit of Angela, but a lot of Elizabeth and Andrei. So moving forward, I'm just going to change my reviews kind of over to that, then talking about every little thing, because I feel like I'm trying to pull stuff from people. Like with Brandon and Julia, not much happened, and I don't really need to mention them. So I'm just going to, moving forward, just focus on the couples that actually had a storyline the episode instead of just going through episodically. So it's just easier on me. It's better for you. We can chat more. You know what I mean? So that's where we're going with starting the month of May. Hey, Brenda. Brenda said Facebook finally notified me. Hey, African Rum Punch. finally caught a live stream. I'm so glad you're here. Kelly said, I'm behind on this season, but I love 90 Days. Thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us. Well, you can catch up on this season. We're only 2 episodes in. So anyway, guys, we're about to get started. While y'all coming on in the room, we're going to do like we always do. Are you ready? Let's go. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. We got so much to talk about. You know what? What is going on with my studio? See, this is what happens when I clean up. I got stuff all over this floor. When you clean up and you kind of get tired and you take a nap, but you got a live at 7:30. That's my life. So won't you come on in the room? Come on in the room. What's up, Linda? Come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because my girl Zabita is here. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. What's up, JB says what? in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Katie's in the room. What's up, family? What is up? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Miss Brown Sugar. I'm doing my best. This is like my third day of like getting my life together because I told y'all about my arms. I've never had swelling arms. My arms have started to swell and I was just like, you know what? This has never happened to me before. So I'm gonna do better. So I've been drinking a lot of water, you know what I mean? Just not eating a lot of meat, just doing the best that I can for this body so that I don't have to deal with arm swellation ever again. I was like, this is new territory for me. What the hell is going on? Anyway, let's get started. If you're just here for the review, beloved, oh, you know what? I feel like I have some new people here. What's up, new people? Thank you so much for joining me. So this is how I do my reviews. I have watched the episode prior. I have taken some notes. What I will do is talk about the episode, just a few things that I thought were interesting during the episode. I'll talk about that straight through. I will not acknowledge the comments just so that I can get my thoughts out completely and not break up and go back and forward. Also, because when people watch the playback, they kind of just like to watch the review and not the chat until we actually get to the chat. So just to stay focused, I'm just going to talk about my notes. I will, however, acknowledge super chats throughout the time that I'm just going over the review. And then after that, we can get into the comment section and have a grand old time. Thank you again for stopping by. Let's get into the review. Yeah, so we're starting off with Angela and Michael. There's no Angela, there's no Michael this episode. It's just all Angela, who I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Angela, and I think that this is the first time for me, like, thoroughly enjoying Angela throughout an entire episode. She was fun to watch this episode. So Angela finally is getting ready to have her weight loss surgery. And then after that, she gets a consultation because after she loses such a large amount of weight so rapidly, her skin is not able to catch up to the fat. So she has to get the skin cut off and removed. And it's a really dangerous process. So she has to meet with both surgeons on this day to have her consultation and, you know, basically bring to reality what is about to happen to her. Angela is just so happy about losing weight. She's not realizing how dangerous it is until she actually sits down with her surgeon, who's just like, let me tell you something. You might not come back out of this. This is a dangerous surgery, not just the anesthesia. You're smoking, you know, cigarettes every day. We told you not to do that. You're still doing it. And you're also a lot older. So you're putting yourself at risk for not coming out of anesthesia. So she it finally hits her because I think the lady was just excited because we also have to realize, yes, Angela is filming 90 Day Fiance, but she's also simultaneously filming her show on WeTV. She has replaced Mama June on Hot to Not. So now she is Miss Hot to Not. So she's simultaneously filming both shows. So she's just in like this ball of excitement, but meeting with the surgeon and really, you know, he's having to have the honest conversation with her that this is extremely dangerous, what she's doing. I think she finally got it at this point. And I will say this though, her surgeon was talking about, you know, he went through this whole thing about how it's not safe for them to operate on her because she has not stopped smoking. But then he says, I'll see you tomorrow for surgery. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. Is this a HIPAA violation? Because didn't you just say that what she's doing is very dangerous and her skin may not heal, but you're still going to do the surgery? Okay, what's that doctor's name? Because I was like, wait. You said you went through all this stuff about how she's going down, her skin won't heal properly because she's still smoking, but you schedule her for surgery the next day. Okay. Also, Angela, this is why I say I enjoyed her this episode because Angela is naturally funny. Like, people who are naturally funny are great for reality TV. Naturally funny, people who don't hold back, people who are, can we just, you know, tell the truth and shame the devil, unhinged, are great for reality TV. Angela is a mixture of all of that, right? But what I'm talking about her just naturally being funny, when she went to go show her doctor, the surgeon, when she went to go show them her breasts and like what she wanted to get done with her breasts, he was just like, "Is that cigarettes?" Homegirl had a pack of Newports and a lighter in her breast, and she was like, "Huh? What you talking about?" He was like, "Angela, those are cigarettes." And then when she pulled out the cigarettes and the lady was like, "There's a lighter in there as well." They were like so shocked and disappointed at the same time. I did feel bad for Angela in that moment because I was just like, sis, you were over here trying to be cute, trying to be funny, and you exposed yourself to your surgeon for not taking this seriously. But I will say, listen, big boobs are a lot. Okay. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, which is why I don't understand why women are getting surgery to like, listen, it is what it is, but I'm just like, why would you do that to your spine? Anyway, they're a lot, right? But they're a blessing in disguise, especially when you got to sneak snack into the movie theater. Because when Angela was packing her boobs for her cigarettes, she was like, every time she was taking something out, and it was just like the doctor and the patient care, the nurse, she was like looking in awe, and I was just like, oh wow, I forget that people who are not blessed bustily are not able to have top pockets. I was just like, oh, this is really odd to them, because it's not odd to me. Like, especially when I have to like sneak snacks to the movie theater. I remember one time, oh, it was my last time at the movie theater. I snuck in a steak, a Coke, Twizzlers, and them extra large Kit Kats. Baby, when I sat down, I was just like, let's go. My friend was like, I am so embarrassed. But listen, who got $5 to pay for a freaking Twix? Not me. Anyway, let's move on to Angela flirting with this doctor. Let me tell y'all something. This surgeon, the Nigerian surgeon, if I didn't keloid, let me tell you something, I would be on his table right now. He does everybody, right? But he does all of the Black celebrities work in LA and like Atlanta too. Like, he does all of that. He does really great work. And this is why I always say, if you are a Black person who is considering plastic surgery, please go to someone Black. I will say that there are a lot of people who are talented. I get it, but you have to go to somebody who knows your body, who knows your bone structure, who is familiar with it. This man is familiar. He does great work. I won't say who his clients are, but money well spent. He know what he's doing. If I didn't keloid, if this didn't happen every time my skin got cut, baby, I would be nipped and tucked right down by him. He does great work. Great work. So Angela's going to be looking nice. And she's also like, a shapely woman. So he's going to have her looking good. But he's just doing the skin. But I think he's also doing her breasts. And Angela, he was just like, okay, I have to examine you. Angela was just like, okay. And he was so uncomfortable. But that's the beauty of Angela. She's a naturally funny person with a big and bright personality. I can take her when she is not abusing her Black husband. When she started abusing that man, y'all know me and Angela fall out, right? I can't take abusive plantation Angela, but I can take like naturally funny, big personality, Newports in the titties Angela, but I can't take the one that punches Michael, throw cakes in his face, and dangles American citizenship over him. When she's like this, I can take it. I honestly think that because of this show, from not to hot, what a terrible title. Anyway, I think because of this show, we're also getting a lighter Angela. Because if you're going to be the lead, you have to be a lead that we want to root for. I can't root for you if every Sunday I'm tuning in, you beating up on your Black husband. Optics, baby. So I think that this is also because of that show that we're getting. I'm not saying this isn't her. I am just saying we're getting the Angela that I love to see, the one that we see when she's with her grandkids. We're getting that now, but we're also getting this without Michael. I will say this though, when she's been talking to Michael, especially when he's been, demanding and acting like he doesn't want her to get the surgery. Angela, I can't believe you believe that. Like, you've been around the block long enough, girl. Like, come on, you know that he is, doing the man thing that he has to do. Oh no, you look great. Don't change anything. Girl. He got to say that. He wants you to get this surgery. He got to play that game to make you believe that he loves you just the way you are. I'm not saying that he doesn't, but I guarantee you he will want the girls to be lifted up. I guarantee you he will want you to be snatched a bit. You know what I mean? Like, we just have to tell the truth and shame the devil about it. Michael is 32 years old. Angela is a 53-year-old woman who has had, multiple children. Body has changed because of some things in life. She also, drinks moonshine and smokes, 24 cigarettes a day. So things have changed to the body, right? We have to be real with what this man is looking forward to. But I think he has to play that game with her, because he can't say, oh, I want you to change this and I want you to change that, because Angela snaps on him. She has that fuse and she just, snaps. And all of a sudden she's cussing him out and he's not coming to America anymore. So he has to really play that game with her. Oh, Michael doesn't want these to be lifted. He like them saggy. Why would you say that on TV? Why would you say that on national TV? Girl, no, he don't. He just trying to get American citizenship. He got to say that. Okay. What is he going to say? When you say, oh, I'm getting breast lip surgery, what is he going to say? Oh, thank God. I hate the way they scraped on the ground. Like, he's not going to say that, right? So let's, use wisdom. You old enough to know. You old enough and wise enough to know when a man is playing game. And that's exactly what Michael is doing. Although I told y'all, my insider tea let me know that they're the real deal, that they are faking a lot of the drama that they have, but that these two are really in love. I didn't believe it until this season. I'm starting to see a different side of them. So, who knows? Who knows? But Angela was just, hilarious this episode, especially with the Nigerian surgeon. She was just like, I was getting all hot and bothered, and I realized I was married. Angela, she's good when she's not abusing black men. When she is like with her grandkids and just having a good old time, I can take her. When she starts beating up on Michael, I can't. But this Angela, I can take. And I think this is the Angela that's going to stay. We will see. We will see. Let's move on to Mike and Natalie, the couple that created depression. Throw your tomatoes if you must. I was Team Natalie this episode. Because when Natalie did, I'm gonna be honest with you, the bare minimum for her husband's birthday. I was like, are y'all eating in a hotel lobby? Girl, it's your husband's birthday. I know, like, we're still in a pandemic, but I just felt like you couldn't like get room service to a hotel room, like have roses all around. Like, I was just like, y'all eating in a hotel lobby? Y'all eating out of, takeout sushi? Y'all eating takeout sushi in a hotel lobby? Happy birthday, hubby. Anyway, although she did the bare minimum, I still, feel like it's okay for her to have beef with his mama. I really, really do. I think if that relationship is going to be resolved, we now know it doesn't matter because they're not together. But while we're in it, if the relationship is going to be resolved, Mike is going to have to resolve that. Here is why. Yes, that is her mother-in-law, but her mother-in-law also called her husband on the day of their wedding and told him to leave her at the altar. That woman was mortified. She has every right to have beef with her mother-in-law. Every right. Every right. So although it's her husband and it's his birthday and she's trying to like talk very lightly about the situation because they're going to meet with his mother, probably the episode after next week's episode, probably episode 4, they're going to meet with his mom. And she's, feeling a little nervous about that and hoping that everything is fine. And I'm just like, you can be on the defense in this situation, in my opinion. I feel like she can be, I really don't want to go because she ruined my wedding day. But I'm going because I'm your wife and I love you and I respect her because she gave me you. But I don't really like her right now. Like, I felt like Natalie was in the right to say that. I wouldn't have been mad at that. You know what I mean? Like, he put you through hell and she, approved it. Like, she set it in motion so she could feel some sort of way. I also was Team Natalie with this. Let me tell you something. So they're having a conversation and they get on to Mike and his friends. And, he's asking her to be a little bit, a little kinder to his friends, because she's a bit abrupt. And Natalie simply says, I'll be nicer to your friends when they stop sending you nude pictures. What? Then she says in her confessional that the friend that is sending him pictures of their breasts is a woman. Like, what is going on with you and these woman friends? It's always a little sketchy place that you rest in with these female friends. What's going on? Because when she said that, I was just like, what? Did she clarify that in the confessional? I said, a woman friend is sending him pictures of her breasts? What is her nude breasts? Like, what is going on? And how I know it is the truth, because this is what happens on these reality TV shows, right? They all sit with a story producer and they, let them know what they're going to be doing or what they're going to talk about in this scene and in this episode. And they all run it over. They figure out where they're going to sit, what they're going to wear, set up their lighting, go over what they're going to do, and then they put the cameras on them. It's like, it's not scripted. It's more improvised, but it's improvisation with the script. So they go over this whole thing, right? Natalie threw out something that they didn't discuss. And that was the female friend sending her husband pictures of her breasts. Because how I know what's the truth? Mike's reaction. He immediately got up and didn't want to film anymore. He got up, got his stuff, and he left. Why are you always walking out on your wife? You know what? Let me say something, Mike. Natalie is a lot. I was not here for her basically bullying you. I mean, she body shamed you. She called you low class. She said that you smelled bad, that your house was cheap. She put your uncle out of your house, said your house was too cold, basically saying that you ain't pay your electric and your electric got cut off. Like, she put you out there on Front Street. She embarrassed you, right? And bullied. Natalie, you bullied your fiance at the time, now husband. You did. So I've never been on her side with that. But Mike, you messy. You do a lot of messy stuff. You throw rocks, you hide your hand because she brought up something that was the truth, but that was not prepared for you. So you didn't know that was going to happen. So instead of addressing it right then and there, you get up and let the audience know that it's true. Because your reaction, I was just like, oh, she said some real stuff. It's always, let me find out that you're the stud of Seattle. What's going on? Because who did you go see for 45 minutes down at it was 4 to 6 hours. Remember when he said, I had to go to the lake for 4 to 6 hours? By yourself? He doing a lot of stuff. You know what, Natalie? Y'all not together. Let us know what really went on. Are you going to tell us at the happily ever after tell all? Because you have to tell us something, because something is not right. Something in the water ain't clean. Something in the water ain't clean. And I feel like that water is filthy because of Mike. His penis all over Seattle. I feel like he's being messy. I feel like he's being messy and he's doing some infidelities. And I think because they really had a real relationship, Natalie respected him and kept some things off of the show, but will react a certain way that look crazy to us. But there's some real stuff going on with them behind the scenes. And I think Natalie is looking like a worse person than what she really is, because she's reacting to things that they don't discuss on the show. Because if they do, this is what Mike does. Gets up and walks away. And like, why was that the thing, the trigger? Like, you didn't even want to talk to her about it. You just got up and left. You were just like, yeah, I'm just going to salvage the rest of my birthday party. Took all of his stuff and left her right there. Oh, God, is Natalie the victim? Whew, child. The apologizing the fan base is going to have to do. I just don't like it. I don't like Mike being a whole husband and just walking out on his wife with no explanation, because Natalie was about to talk. That producer was about to get the tea. And then Mike walked out of like filming and everything. He was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to leave. Natalie, what's the truth? You know what? Am I going to have to read her book? Oh God, we're going to have to read her book. Natalie, get to the point. Get to the point. Let me tell you something. You cannot give me 10 chapters and you're talking about your acting career in Moscow when you were the Mariska Hargitay of Moscow. I don't need that. I need you to tell me what Mike was doing with all these women friends. See, men and women can be friends, but men like Mike can't be friends with women, because why is it there's always something coming up about you and another woman? I can't believe you're the stud of Seattle. Wow. Who's Lord, start the rapture. Let's get into Elizabeth and Andrei. So, Andrei, I want to say this. Let me preface this, right? I know that these people come on this show, and I know that they give us an elevated and bastardized version of themselves for our entertainment. My issue here is, Elizabeth, why do you and your husband constantly commit to a storyline where your husband is a whole bum? What is that? Like, why are you committing to this storyline for him? Like, every season, it's Andrei don't want to work. Every season. And I get that you guys probably have a great relationship outside of the show, and he is probably not as chauvinistic and lazy as he appears to be on the show, and y'all turning up for a check. But this is the thing. There are a lot of people who believe that this is who you guys really are. So you cannot get mad at people when they say things in your comment section, when they try to get you, out of relationships that look bad. Y'all just can't be like, oh, get a life. Because I've noticed that a lot of 90 Day Fiance people pop off. And I think y'all do that because y'all know y'all a popular show, and y'all know that the show not going anywhere. So y'all feel a little, you got a little chutzpah, you got a little cojones, and you be, especially Jovi. Jovi, you one season in, and the way you cuss out them people on your page, I was just like, y'all capped him and his wife's head up way too much for me. But anyway, y'all pop off in a certain way, and it's just like, you also have to give understanding to the audience who believes that this is you. I am inclined to believe that they are playing up these characters. I feel like Elizabeth and that whole family is trying to be the next Kardashians. Your arms are too short. Your arms are too short. Y'all are what? Reaching. But I feel like that's what they're trying to do. So they have allowed themselves to just become this like clownish, family on TV for, fame, and to probably work this, bad family dynamic into a spinoff. I already see it. However, every season your husband is a bum. Y'all can't talk to the producers and be like, can we come up with something else other than the fact that my husband don't want to work? He literally wants me and my family to take care of him and gets mad when we don't. It ain't a good look. So people who don't know, all the, the ins and outs of reality TV and how this stuff really goes down, it's going to look at you and be like, you're a fool. Your family is a fool. Your man is lazy. Why are you with him? Because I will say this, why back aside? A man that don't work, an entitled man that don't work is not arousing to me. So I don't know how Elizabeth does it. I don't know how you are still able to climb on top of that giant when he just don't want to work. I don't understand. Y'all have to come up with a better storyline, because this looks so bad on your husband, and it looks bad on you. You look foolish. You look so foolish, because her and her family have the meeting, and the meeting is about Andrei joining the family business. Charlie, you were doing a bit too much in this episode. Like, you were this family, all of them are hams. Charlie was really doing it up. Like, he was going to make sure he was going to steal this scene. And another thing I want to say about Charlie, this is the thing. You can't agree with Charlie because he always throws some ignorance right in like an argument that is making sense. And then he just says something that is so ignorant and disgusting. And you're just like, oh, I was agreeing with you, brother, but you're a terrible human being. Because when he's talking about Andrei, he's just like, he wants to take advantage of my family financially. He does not want to work. I don't want to be, I don't want to work with someone who abuses my family financially and does not respect us, especially my father, who continues to fund his lifestyle. I was like, yes, let him know, Charlie. And then he goes, he comes from a third world country. He is taking advantage because he grew up poor in Moldova. Moldova ain't got no money. And then it was taking me back to y'all calling the people's food peasant food. And then I was just like, oh, Charlie, shut up. Because I was actually agreeing with you. But you are also, see, this is the thing with Andrei and Charlie, why they don't get along. They're both entitled, right? And they are both going after the same thing. Elizabeth's father, which is the money. So they both see each other because they doing the same thing. They look at each other every time and they just like, I see you, we see each other. So they're doing the same thing, right? So Charlie gets upset when his father gives Andrei money by way of Elizabeth, right? Because he knows that if Andrei is able to get in a place where he is with his dad, his inheritance is in trouble. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. I ain't saying they don't love their father, but all them kids fall in line because of daddy's money. All of them fall in line because of that, because he's providing for the whole family. He's giving everybody a job. Whenever somebody need a little check, he cuts them kids a check. They are not going to mess that money up. And Charlie sees a problem in his portion of the inheritance concerning Andrei, because he knows that his father's heart is his little sister. So he knows that whatever his dad has, he's going to make sure that Elizabeth gets it. And Charlie wants to get in the way of that because, one, he does see this dude taking advantage of his daddy. But his thing is, I can take advantage of my daddy, not you. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. So anyway, Charlie, was working overtime and he's, calling Andrei all of these names. Elizabeth, rightfully so. Listen. Yes, your husband has committed to, being this lazy bum of a dude storyline, but you're not going to sit there and disrespect my husband, especially on camera. Oh my goodness. She had, what could she do? She had to act like that was like what Charlie was saying wasn't true. So, she got upset and she walked out, right? So she walks out and everybody tells Charlie, you have to apologize. Let me say something about Elizabeth's sisters. How all of a sudden did you turn on Charlie and was like, oh, you went too far? Charlie, y'all were just saying the same thing. Like all of a sudden, Elizabeth's sisters are in confessionals. It's just like, yeah, the family needs to treat her better. Andrei is trying. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you? Because you were saying the same thing, if not last season, but in the same conversation with Charlie. So all of a sudden, your point of view has changed now. Why is that? Is it because you really care for your sister and you want to protect her? Or is it because this expands your character on this show? I see this family. I see this family clear as day. So anyway, they all tell Charlie to go apologize. This is the thing that got me. This is the only reason why I'm talking about it. Because Charlie's like, all right, I'll go out there and apologize. As soon as he gets out there, Elizabeth is like, are you sorry about what you said? He's like, no, I meant everything that I said. They were like, Charlie. That's what took me out, because I was like, wait, I said Charlie too. I was like, Charlie, you said you were going to apologize. What happened? He was like, no, I meant it. He's taking advantage of the family. I don't like the dude. He doesn't like me. We're not going to be able to work together. So they're all at a standstill. Him and Elizabeth, make up or whatever. They hug or whatever. Then Elizabeth, who I liked this side of Elizabeth, right? Because Elizabeth went home to Andrei and basically told him, you have to fix this because I'm tired of being in the middle. She's constantly being this man's advocate and it's wearing on her. It's wearing on her. It takes a toll on her with her family. So he has to step up and be a likable person who works. Like when you marry, a lot of people who marry into families have a really difficult time. Just because it's a meshing of families and everybody's very protective of that family member. So they're watching you, not fully accepting you in. A lot of times it takes a whole child for people to be like, well, okay, we'll let you in, So I can get it being very difficult and uncomfortable. I will say for Andrei, from what I've seen on the show, that family has tried their darndest with him. Their only issue with Andrei is that he doesn't work and he wants them to pay for his life with Elizabeth. That's their only issue with him. They take him cussing them out. Every time he goes over to that family's home, he cusses everybody out. He starts with the dad, then he gets the mom together, then he gets the sisters together and the brothers together. And then if Elizabeth intervenes, he gets her together. The only person in that family he hasn't cussed out is his daughter. He's cussed out everybody else in the family. And even after he verbally assaults them, they still accept him into this family and want to be with him, want this whole family to work. Their only issue is that he just doesn't want to work. But he wants them to pay for their lifestyle, well, at least the family business to pay for their lifestyle. And although the dad is paying for the lifestyle, he still is requiring just a smidgen of work. And Andrei won't do that because Elizabeth goes back and tells him what he needs to do. And he's just like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. You don't have a job. Like, I just don't understand. He literally looked at his wife and said, oh, I'm not doing that. I don't like Charlie. I don't have to work with him. You do. You need money. And then he says in his confessional, dumb, I'm just going to do what I have to do until Elizabeth's dad loans me the $100K for my business. You think he really going to loan you $100K and you don't want to work? What you going to do with that $100K? Like, who trusts you with that money? Your own family wouldn't give you that money if they had it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Invest in the business. What is the business going to be? Because nothing you have done have you ever followed through with. Elizabeth, you got to give your man another storyline. This is a sad way for your husband to be looking. A sad way for your man to be looking. I watched 90 Day Fiance self-quarantine, and I think you guys are in a good place. Commit to another storyline, sis, because this is a terrible look for your man. A terrible look. He literally looked her in the face and said, I'm not doing that. You ain't got no money. What is America looking like to people outside of America? Do you really think that you can come here and not work? I get the whole lazy American thing, and I totally understand that certain images of us are pushed out throughout to the rest of the world. But let me tell you something. We are overworked and underpaid. We work too much. That's the problem with Americans. We work too much for crumbs. That's what I need to tell you. Anybody who's thinking about moving to America, let me tell you something. You're not going to make no money, and you're going to work for every dime, and it won't be enough. Let me just give you that true tea, because I don't know what Andrei thought it was going to be like. I will say this. Elizabeth was showering him with her father's coin when they were dating. So I will say that he thought that this was going to be the lifestyle that he was going to live in America. Mom, did you check the chicken? Is it done? Oh, child, I left. I'm still cooking. I'm making Sunday dinner a bit late, but I just thought about it. I was like, I'm in here talking to y'all, having a good time. I wasn't watching my chicken. Thank you, Mama. Anyway, it is kind of Elizabeth's fault because she did, shower this man. Because let's be real. If it was a woman, I would be like, yo, you made her believe that this was a certain kind of lifestyle that she was going to live when you were courting her. So keep that same energy when you get her to the United States. Although I got a problem with a man not wanting to work. I will say this about Andrei. In his defense, Elizabeth made him believe that he was going to live a certain way when she was courting him. So you can't get mad at the man for expecting the same kind of life that you were showing him when you were trying to get him to be your man. If we do it for the women, we got to do it for the men. You just too big to not want to work. How you built like Paul Bunyan and you don't want to go to work? I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on to Brandon and Julia. I don't want to do it, but they were on the show. Brandon and Julia, no storyline. They have nothing. Are we just going to watch Brandon and Julia go on vacation to different places? Because this is now becoming a travel show. Because they have no storyline. They just travel to different places. I love that for them. I love, travel, newlyweds. Why do we got to watch it? Start a YouTube channel. Why are we watching them just travel? Nothing happened. I'm not saying it has to be drama all the time, drama and fighting all the time. But if all Brandon and Julia had was them at the pool and him taking pictures of her, we didn't need it. You just could have gave us more of Angela flirting with the surgeon. Like, we just did not need them. Nothing happened with this couple. Like, Brandon made fun of Julia wanting to go to work and she got upset because, Julia can't get a job because she can't, speak English properly or write English properly. A woman can get a job anywhere. Like, there's not a Wendy's in America that won't hire Julia. So let's Is it the kind of work that Julia wants that you think that she can't get? Julia can work anywhere in America. Anywhere in America. I had a coworker who we had a I don't know what you call it, but it's a mass shooter alarm on him, right? We knew to keep him calm because we knew if he got upset, and this is my H&M days, we knew if he got upset, not a coworker, but you know, what do you call them people that annoy you in the retail stores? Oh, a customer. A customer was going to get assaulted. They promoted him to a manager. Let me tell you something. You could get a job doing just about anything in America, but is it what you want? Does it pay what you want? You know what I mean? Are you gonna expound more than you get in financially? Those are the things that you have to like think about. But you can get a job doing just about anything in America, and especially as a woman, we can get a job. There's ways to get work. Hello. Work is work, right? So she can get a job just about anywhere. If that mass shooter, thank God he hasn't I haven't heard anything about him shooting up, but I will say every time there's a mass shooting, I think of him. I'm like, was it in Jersey? But but he was they promoted him to manager. So anybody can get a job just about anywhere. I think that Brandon and Julia didn't have anything. So that was the conflict that they gave us, because at this point, they're just traveling and enjoying their marriage as they should. We don't need to watch it then. I'm like, why am I sitting here watching Brandon take pictures of Julia in the bathing suit? Are we going to talk about that puppy mill farm? Like, what's going on? I will say, Brandon and Julia are not interesting without his parents. They're the real stars. You know what I mean? The weird, homeland couple is fun. They're fun to watch, to interact with them. When they don't have the parents, we can fast forward. And I also I do believe that Julia wants to live in the city, right? But from watching the tell-all, I think Julia is very comfortable where she's at. And I think she also knows that her husband is not a city guy. That's just never going to happen. The city will chew Brandon up and spit him out and won't look back, right? He's not a city guy. He couldn't handle the city. I think she knows who she's with, and I think she's comfortable where she's at. I don't think that she, really has any real aspirations of moving to the city because she knows her situation. It's just not going to happen with the man that she's with. So she needs to get comfortable being butt naked with her in-laws in that hot tub, because that's her life. I think she knows. I think they're just trying to give us some kind of drama because they really don't have any, which is good. They're in a good place. But I can see them trying to fake something, and I can see the show trying to push them on us because they also have a little spinoff show on Discovery Plus. What is it about Brandon and Julia that are so interesting that you would give them their own spinoff? Because if it ain't with the parents, why are we watching? The parents are the star. The parents are the star. The overbearing mother, the father who act like he don't know that this situation with his son is weird. They're good. I'd rather watch them over Brandon and Julia. Take them off the farm and put them in the city and let's see how they react. I'd watch that spinoff. I would watch that spinoff. Let's get into Kalani and Asuelu. I normally do not agree with Asuelu. But I did hear Kalani, right? Because I haven't been on Team Asuelu for like a whole season, because he was, after he called that woman a B, I was like, that's your wife. Anyway, I have not been on his team for a very long time. I will say this, I was this episode, because for one, Kalani knows that he has beef with her sister, right? That they just do not get along. So to tell your husband that your sister, who he has an issue with, is coming to stay with you guys for a month. This storyline don't make no sense. I told you, I think they're just saying this because they can't tell us, oh, we're going to film with Kalani's sister for a month because we need conflict, because Kalani and Asuelu are actually in a really good place and just turning it up for the cameras. So let's bring the sister who Asuelu don't get along with, who has a sharp tongue, who will cuss out his family members and get into a fight with his sisters. That's what they want. So that's why she's coming out. Because I'm just like, what is Kalani's job? Kehlani, what is Kehlani's job? That she can leave for a month and just hang out with people. Because that's what she said. My lease is up, so I'm just going to come out here and hang out with you guys for 30 days. Are you going to leave of absence? Like, what's going on? You can do that? Who are you? Are you Jeff Bezos? Can you just do that? What's going on? It don't make sense. So I think that they're just really bringing her down here so that she can have conflict with Asuelu and his family. TV magic. Anyway, to tell him that your sister, who he doesn't have it, who he has an issue with, is not only coming to stay with you guys, but she's staying for a whole month. And y'all home. Y'all don't have an estate. Y'all have a home. So he's going to bump into her a lot, right? She's not staying in a guest house. She's staying in a room in the house. You told him that. You never considered him. You didn't. I don't think that you have to like ask permission, right? I think that it's respectful to talk to your partner and say, hey, my sister would like to come stay with us. How do you feel about that? Are you okay? Are you comfortable with this? Because you're my husband, right? This is my life with you. We are one flesh. I want to make sure you feel good about that. If you don't, then we got to figure something else out. Or I would like to talk to you about that. How can I change your mind? That's what you do to your husband, right? That's the conversation that even if y'all have issues, you're still in a marriage, so you're trying to work it out. So maybe consider him when you make decisions that will affect him mentally. You know what I mean? Like, just say something. I just didn't like that she just told him and he had to be okay with it. And I think because he was such a terrible person last season, he took that in stride, but I don't think that he was really okay with that. But he knew that he has to repair his image because he was awful to his wife last season. So he says, oh, it's great. I'm happy to have her here. It was weird and performative. We all saw it. His wife saw it. It don't make no sense. We know what he's doing. Right? He don't really feel that way. So probably when the cameras leave, he's just like, really? She can't stay in a hostel. She got to stay here, but we're not going to get that on camera because he know he looked terrible last season. So this is what we are going to get. Still, you should have considered him. And the crying, yes, the crying was very manipulative because let's be real. How long do y'all think the new Asuelu is going to last? I think he's going to be able to hold on to new Asuelu for about 4 or 5 days after her sister arrives. I think the sister is just going to make one too many smart, snide comments, and old Asuelu was going to resurface because he never really left. Before I move on to the next couple, hey, Anika, thank you so much for the super chat. Anika said, hey, Nick Nack, glad I caught you. I miss your shenanigans. I love you, Delaware. Love your Delaware fam. Thank you so much, Anika. Thank you for always supporting me, sis. I totally appreciate it. Let's move on to Tiffany and Ronald, another couple who is committed to the husband being a deadbeat husband. Y'all got to find another storyline. There has to be something more interesting because even though you know that you were doing a show, a lot of the world is thinking that you got a man that don't provide for his family. Yet every time you see him, every time you go visit him, you jumping up and down on this dude who would rather fix his bike than sing your baby socks. Girl, y'all can lie to us. I honestly feel like that. I feel like you guys should start lying. Even if this is your real situation, you have to be responsible for what you put on TV about your life. If you don't want to do that, then that's fine. But you are letting the world know that this man that you have married does not take care of your family. Your husband does not take care of your family. He literally sat on camera and said, buy the tickets. You got the money. Why don't you take care of it? That's what your husband said to you. And you're in this lawyer's office having a breakdown about, this marriage that's not working. And the lawyer was so uncomfortable. He's sitting there in his mask like, I can't believe I agreed to this scene. Thank you, Kimberly, for the cash app. Thank you so much. Thank you, sis. Wait, did you write a message? Hold on. Let me check and see if you wrote a message. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I don't think it was a message. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much for watching the review while working. Thank you. So that's the thing. Like I'm Thank you. I'm absolutely fine with you guys lying. I just feel like to protect your own like sanity in your own marriage. But if you just want to tell us all this about Ronald, okay, girl, then I'm just going to have to be honest. You look foolish. You look completely foolish. You look completely foolish marrying this man, knowing that he does not work, cannot work, because every job that he works, he has robbed them of their money because of the issues that he has. You shouldn't have married the dude in the first place. And you probably would have got out the situation if you did not get pregnant by him. So you did. And now we're here, right? You look foolish. I'm so glad that you are doing your makeup line. And listen, guys, we all got to support our sis, because at this point, the 90-day fiance family, we are going to have to step in and be Tiffany's husband. We're going to have to step in. We got to raise them kids. We have to. We got to start providing, because Ronald ain't providing. I couldn't believe it. He was on that freaking Zoom and he was just like, you got the money. Pay for, why did you cancel the ticket? You have it. Well, I can't. You know I can't work. I can't make no money. So you have the money. You do it. Tiffany, I'm exhausted of doing everything. Why won't you help me? Because you have the money. So why don't you just pay for it? That's your husband. I would never let anybody know. I would never let anybody know that I was in this situation. You are letting the world know, sis. Lie to us, Tiffany. Lie. Say he has been sending some money, but it's South African dollars and it's not enough. Listen, it don't make no sense, guys. I'm trying to help her. Something. You're just saying that he's not giving you no money, and the little money that he makes from his little random painting jobs, he's using to fix a bike. And you said you're on the verge of divorce? Honey, the ink should have been dry. But in all honesty, I'm really happy for Tiffany, because I feel like I don't know anybody else in the 90-day fiance, world who is like selling anything. Y'all know that I always say, if you're going to go on a reality TV show, you better hawk something to the audience. And Tiffany is hawking that makeup line, giving us a little intro. Hey guys, this is how you use the blush. Oh, my daughter's getting in the way. Mommy daughter time. Buy my eyelashes. You know what I mean? She is selling this product to us on the show. Smart. Absolutely smart. You know what I will say? The makeup is giving me a little Fall Out Boy. It's a little too dramatic for me, but I'm going to still support Tiffany. I'm going to still support, because we got to raise these babies. We got to help you raise these babies. We got to step in and be your husband, because your husband said, I'm fixing my bike. I don't care if the baby need Pampers. My bike got to get fixed. You still married to him. God bless you. God bless you. God gonna get us out of it. We're going to wake up one day, ladies. We're going to wake up one day. Whew. There's no way he made men first. There's no way. I don't believe it. Anyway, so Tiffany is still stuck in this situation with Ronald. She says that she's on the verge of divorce. I don't believe it, because last time I checked, she was booed up with him on her Instagram. So she's still in this situation. Sis, I'm rooting for you. I hope the makeup takes off. I hope you're able to make a substantial amount of money to take care of your family. I also hope that you have your own account. You better not be putting that makeup money in no joint account with this man. Do not send him a dime, Tiffany. Stop it. You deserve better. You really, really do deserve better. Let me acknowledge these 2 super chats. Hey, Brenda, what's up, baby? Brenda B said, where's the bar, ladies? Say it with me. Hell. And I need you to stop getting 3rd-degree burns to go get that bar from hell. Let it stay there. We deserve better, and we can get better. We got another super chat from Carol Ann. Hey, my love. Carol Ann said, missed you, Nikki, but I am disappointed. You went to the dark side. Discovery Plus, really? Oh, God. My favorite show is on ID channel. Evil Lives Here. Check it out. Thanks for the last. I still love you. Love you too, Carol Ann. Carol, I had to do it because all of my favorite ID channel shows, they put on Discovery Plus. I told you guys, like, I've watched every Snapped. I've watched every Snap Killer Couples. I've watched every episode of Evil Lives Here. I've watched every episode of Fear Thy Neighbor. I've watched every episode of Nightmare Next Door. I've watched every episode of Swamp Murders. I've watched every episode of Hometown Homicide. I've watched every episode of Homeland Homicide. Like, there's nothing else for me to watch. When I was watching Killer Women and I was reciting the words that they were going to say before they even said it, I said, I've watched this too many times. I had to get some new stuff. I will say this, the new shows on Discovery Plus, those true crime TV shows, they got a hold of me. They got a hold of me. Carol Ann, come on over here, girl. It's not as dark as you think. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you, family. I will say this about Tiffany. I am not one to judge people. But from what you said about your man's situation and where he is located, I think that maybe we need to hold off on trying to get him here to the United States. Mama, we got a little white terrorist problem right about now. Let things cool off. You know what? You know what I mean? Like, let us successfully end racism and maybe... No, not just racism. We need to end sexism too, for Ronald to be able to come over here and not be a problem. So let us successfully end racism and sexism, and then we can work on getting Ronald over here. Because from what I see from this man and from the information you have given us about him, I'm seeing something. I feel like he'll be in America for 30 minutes, and next thing you know, he in a terrorist group. We gotta keep Ronald where he's at, because he is ripe for the picking. He is just what they're looking for. Angry, don't want to work, think his wife should take care of him, will fix a bike before taking care of his kids, entitled. Proud Boy tease. No. Leave him there. Leave him there. When we end racism in 2092, then we can bring him over here. Until sexism too. Damn, when we gonna end sexism? 3050? I don't know, girl. I don't know. Maybe we just need to keep him on ice in South Africa, because right now we got a lot going on, and he has embarrassed you enough. He has embarrassed you enough. We don't need to see him on TV, trying to take over a Walmart with like 4 Proud Boys. We don't need it. We don't need it. Leave him there. Leave him there. And I don't want anybody's relationship to break up, right? But Tiffany, if you're not acting like this situation is as bad as it is, you can move on. I don't want you to stay in a situation that don't suit you or your family. Women always try to make it work with their baby daddy. Don't. Listen, ain't no child a mistake, right? But sometimes the right child, the wrong semen. It happens all the time. You don't need to make it work with this man. You don't, Tiffany. But if you want to make it work, listen, if you like it, I love it. But stop coming on TV crying about how he don't take care of you and your kids. Lie to us. Give us another conflict. But you and Elizabeth, why are y'all so shameless about telling the world about how terrible your partner is? It reminds me of them ladies on Twitter and them ladies who be writing them, what is it called? It's something. Is it Reddit? I don't think it's Reddit, but it's some place where women are like writing about how horrible their husbands are, about how they don't bathe, the men in their life, how they don't bathe. I was reading this thread, and it was about how their men, they got to force them to bathe. One girl was in a relationship with a man for 9 years, and he just wouldn't bathe, so she finally decided to break up with him after 9 years. Then we got this TikTok challenge where women are not cleaning the kitchen and want to see how long it's going to take their husband to clean the kitchen. What the hell are you living in? You don't have to stay there. It's not the 50s. You don't have to stay in a situation that doesn't suit you. I'm not saying, get up and walk away if you don't take the trash out. You know what I mean? But it's just like, why are you staying in a miserable situation? and then putting the camera on it. Like, girl, unless you got an exit strategy, I'ma shut up. But if you don't have anything set up, get out of that. Anyway, that's all I had to say about these raggedy couples. I'm on one. My live is over. Not the live, the review is over. If you were just here for the review, beloved, it ends right now. Why did I call them raggedy? I'm sorry. I don't mean that they're raggedy. Not all of them. Not all of them. Y'all got to stop telling us your business. Y'all can lie. It's a TV show. It just has to be something entertaining. Tiffany, what? Like I'm never. This is the thing, right? This is why people always say if you're having a problem in your relationship, unless it's like something detrimental to your health, unless they're like abusing you or something, your little disagreements and issues with your man, you can keep that to yourself. Because once you tell people, then we start to form an opinion, whether we want to or not. Tiffany, I'm never going to get out of my head that instead of sending you money to feed his daughter, Ronald fixed his bike. Why would you tell me that? Now I'm mad, right? Now I got a problem with Ronald, and now I got a problem with you for staying in this situation because Tiffany, what has he really showed you to make you say this is, oh, wait a minute. Not Ronald. Not Ronald. Tiffany, is it worth all the pain? Is it worth it? Is Ronald putting it down? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But sis, why are you in this situation? Oh God, it be the most raggedy men who are just stallions. Anyway, what are y'all talking about? Shannon said they get him. Hold on, let me put it up, Shannon. Shannon said they get involved with musty bums and then complain. I see. This is the thing. I don't know. I think it's just because Tiffany is so likable. I just want better for her. And I get so annoyed when I see her like talk to Ronald and he's just completely disrespectful. Because this is the thing, right? With every couple, I've found faults and things that each person has done. With Tiffany and Ronald, guys, Tiffany has been so gracious and giving to this man. And what has she got in return? A beautiful baby. That's it. That's it. She's all Tiffany does is sacrifice in this relationship. She doesn't get anything back. Just long-suffering Tiffany. I want more for her. We got to buy that makeup. We have to buy her makeup. Rachel, hey sis, said forget about Andrei. Can we talk about how horrible Elizabeth's eyeshadow? It's because she's not buying Tiffany's makeup. What is Tiffany's makeup line? Hold on. Because now I'm doing a damn ad for Tiffany. We have to get you financially independent. Because this is the thing, right? When your money start looking a little different, you start feeling a little different, right? Because you're no longer like stressed out and you looking at men who got the same kind of coin you got. That's what you need to start doing, Tiffany. Is her name Tiffany Franco? Tiffany Franco. Yes. What's her makeup line? Addie Rose. We got to get the Addie Rose Beauty. Let's get the Addie Rose Beauty. And look at this. Look at this eyeshadow. Beautiful. Tiffany. Wait a minute. We got to see Addie Rose on darker skin because that's a little pale. Anyway, let me stop. We're going to support our girl. We are going to support Addie Rose Beauty. Yeah. Wait a minute, sister. We got a website? So what's the website? Okay, well, it's in the beginning stages. Anyway, we are supporting Addie Rose Beauty. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at our girl got some sponsorships. Come on, Tiffany. Come on, Tiffany. It's time. You got to break free. You got to break free. It's time. It's time, Tiffany. You can do better. You got to stop sleeping with him. Because I feel like you almost get out of that relationship and then you go to South Africa and he do you right. And next thing you know, I think I want to make this work. Get him out of your bloodstream and get free. And get free. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly said, how does one get aroused when he is broke and filthy, refusing to work? I will never understand. I can't do it. I'm the same way, Kimberly. I'm the same way. Listen, people are different. People are different. I just, Yes, Zabita, I saw Natalie's cooking channel. Did she post more stuff? Did Natalie post more stuff on her cooking channel? Let's see. I remember the last thing I saw on Natalie's cooking channel, she was cooking the biggest salmon I've ever in my life seen. I was just like, Natalie, I know you new to this YouTube stuff. You could have cooked a third of that salmon and still had the same results. I don't know what, like, where was she going to grill it? Like, what was she going to do with that thing? It just, that show, I don't think it's supposed to be hilarious, but it's actually very hilarious. Where's my YouTube app? Who's on my phone? Because it normally comes right up. There she is, Natalie. This is her video. Wait, what are the questions?
With black pepper.
Like, look at why is the salmon so, Natalie? It can't even fit in the pan. Like, girl, you could have chopped that up.
I'm using.
You could have chopped. And wow, how big? Why the tomatoes so big? Why is the spinach so big? Where is she getting this? Where is she getting her vegetables? Where are you shopping? Where are you shopping? Everything is enlarged. You know what? She's married to a giant, so she probably got to do all that stuff to feed him. She probably got to shop at like giant food stores. Hey, Carol Ann, thank you for the super chat. Carol Ann said, love the review, but got to drop off. But wanted to jump on and say hi. Hope you got my PayPal last week. You know what? I haven't checked, but I don't see why I wouldn't. Thank you so much, Carol Ann. Thank you for all of your support. Truly appreciate it. Good night, sis. Sean Christina, hey sis, said, I don't know, Nikki. I think you need to rewatch the first season with Tiffany and Ronald. I'm no fan of neither one of them. However, she got with the man when he was at his lowest point. You know what, Sean? I will give you that. I will give you that. Tiffany did know some of what she was getting into. So I will give you that. I will give you that. I will give you that. Ronald still needs to work. It's for me, it was just his attitude when he's talking to his wife. His wife is emotional and saying, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from taking care of you. I'm exhausted from taking care of my kids. She never even once said that she was taking care of herself, right? She's taking care of everybody else but her. What man, what husband can look at his wife who was doing all of this so that they could have a better life and say, well, you have the money, just do it. It's like you didn't even hear her pain. Her voice is shaking. She's like an emotional wreck right now, and you can't even see that pain. You're just being selfish. It's, oh, Tiffany. I hope that makeup take off. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. Thank you so much. Sean followed up. Sean said, and when you are a recovering addict of any sort, you have to protect your sobriety at all costs. He is over there alone without his family, trying to stay straight. I definitely will give you that for Ronald. I definitely will give you that, right? He's still a husband. He's still a father. He still has responsibilities. Y'all know about my situation with my dad, right? My dad had issues. He still had a kid. There are understandings, but when you know better, you do better. Again, I'm not somebody who suffers with that kind of, I don't struggle with drug addiction. I have my issues, right? So I'm not saying that I don't completely get it, but he still has a child to take care of. Even with that, there are people who have issues every day who still have responsibilities that they have to take care of. If you are in a situation and you are doing your best to get right, don't get married, don't have a child if you cannot take care of them. That's a huge responsibility to jump into. Say to Tiffany, I'm not in the situation, the space right now to be a husband or to be a father. Because then when you say yes to that, you accept the role of husband, you accept the role of father. People are still, or the people who you have become a husband and a father to, your family that you have vowed to take care of, is still requiring that of you because you said yes to it. So that made me believe that you had your situation under control. If you did not have that, do not have unprotected sex with me and create a life. Right? Let your hand do the job, not my vagina. Don't propose to me if you know that you're not in the space to be able to take care of a family. Now, there's a difference with wanting that. I get that. I get that want. I get it. But you cannot get mad at the people who you became a family with, who expect certain things from you because you're suffering. Because yes, he's dealing with an issue, but now Tiffany has to deal with taking care of a whole family by herself. And her husband won't give her any empathy or compassion while she's sitting here talking to him, telling him about the struggles that she's having with the family they created together. You can also have issues, but you also have responsibilities, and that's just life. You still have to show up no matter what your issue is. We're all dealing with a lot of stuff, and we are still showing up and doing the best we can. I don't see Ronald making any effort. And again, this is just from what I've seen on the show. This is what they agreed to give me. So this is my opinion of what I saw. If you want me to see something else, put it on the show. Thank you, Sean. Hey, Rami. Rami said Tiffany knew that getting into the relationship would be difficult with his track record, but she did anyways, and then chose to take their daughter to the U.S. away from the father. Is this fair? I will say I think that Ronald did deserve to have a say-so in Tiffany taking their child to the United States. But what was the woman going to do? He was not working. She could not work there. There was like, what could they both do, right? Ronald is able to live a better life because Tiffany is in America working, providing him of those things and trying to get him to the United States. So what was she going to do in South Africa? He not working, she not working. They have a whole family to take care of. What was she going to do? She made the best decision for herself and for her family. And she's trying to get her husband over there. Like, Tiffany is absolutely not a victim. Neither is Ronald. And we can't just say because he has a gambling addiction that we got to give him more grace than we give Tiffany. That's not fair either. Sean said Tiffany knew what she was getting into. Everybody warned her, including his counselor. True T. She said she can handle it. So here you are, sis. True T. I can't argue with that, Sean. I can't argue with that. Shanty Sam said he was able to save $3,000 US to fix his bike. He could have sent that to his family. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Hey, Billy. Billy said, are you probably because of this. Are you LGBTQ plus? I support rainbow flag, LGBTQ flag. I am too. I am not LGBTQ, but I support love. And this is also from Drag Race. If you've watched my Drag Race review with my mom, you would know why I have that flag. I was in the audience. And they gave us these props or whatever. It was a great time. Great time. No, I'm not LGBTQ. I'm a straight woman dealing with straight men. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Too busy to wait said, I thought Tiffany lost a lot of weight. I feel like these scenes are old. Oh, really? See, I don't know. I've only seen pictures of her face on her Instagram. This could be right after the baby. Oh, you know, this is during COVID. This is during COVID. So Tiffany probably lost a lot of the weight that she had with her, that she gained with her child, and, you know, picked it back up during the quarantine. Y'all know my story. I lost the weight. I lost weight before quarantine, picked up the weight that I lost plus more weight, lost that, then gained it all back. Now my arms are swelling. Pray for me. Pray for me. Anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. I'm roasting the chicken. I got to finish cooking Sunday dinner. It's already way too late. My family's going to kill me. It should have happened earlier. I don't know what I was doing. That chicken just got away from me. I got to do better. I'm going to start prepping my chicken or my Sunday dinners Saturday. I think because I watch my church, I watch it online. So I put it on the Word in the living room, and I can see like the TV through my kitchen. I'm like making Sunday dinner that way, but it always seems to get away from me, and we eat way too late. And I'm trying to eat a lot earlier. So I'm going to start prepping on Saturday, although I hate prepping on Saturday, but I have to do it. No reason my family's eating at 9 o'clock. Sorry, y'all, but I'm coming. I am coming. Nandy, oh, hey, C. Cruz said, I support LGBTQ. Yes, we are LGBTQ supporters over here. Nandy said, I'm surprised we haven't seen Jovi and Yara yet. I'm not. I feel like they can give us a break. We got Jovi and Yara last season. We got a Jovi and Yara special. We had Jovi and Yara on the tell-all. We can wait a couple episodes. Hey, Dear Diary. Dear Diary said, I don't even watch 90 Day anymore, but yet here I am again for a review. That review with your mom was hilarious. Thank you so much. She's going to be joining me more often. You're so welcome, Rami. Thank you guys so much for joining your girl. I know I switched up 90 Day Fiance a lot, but, with work, I got to change these lives. Thank you all for being just such a great subscriber base and, going with the punches here at NikkiStar TV. I truly, truly do appreciate all of your support. You make this worthwhile. I'm glad that, I could hopefully make you guys laugh and have a good time with you guys. I hope it's something to brighten your day, because you brighten mine. Anyway, love you, family. If you like what you see here, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Liking my videos helps, let the YouTube algorithm know that you like what I do here. Sharing my videos helps put your girl out there and, grow the subscriber base over here at NikkiStar TV. And that's what we want. We want to grow, because if we can grow, we can do more. Thanks again for how you continue to support me. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. What am I seeing you for? Oh, the next thing I'm going to see you guys for is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I have to work tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm going to be. I'm going to try to wrap early. We will see. So, make sure you check out my Instagram, and make sure you check out my YouTube here, my YouTube community section, because that's when I'll post when I'm going to do my Real Housewives of Atlanta live, because right now I just don't know when I'm going to get wrapped. So I don't want to make it and then I'm still, filming, and I can't get to you guys. So just be on the lookout on this page on Saturday, on Monday, and you'll find it. I want to post it on YouTube. I want to post it on my Instagram, and maybe especially my Facebook page. So follow my Facebook page, NikkiStar TV, and my Instagram, which is NikkiNicoleStar, and check my YouTube community tab, and it should be up there as well. Can't give you a time. I'll try to give it to you as fast as I can. We will see. Love you, family. Have a good night. Bye. Bye, my loves. Love you too, Sabita. And happy birthday, Coos Girlie.